There is a little verse in the book of Exodus that has become a very important text for me in understanding the life of prayer and what the life of prayer is like. The text is in Exodus chapter 33, and it's in the part of the story where Moses is meeting regularly with God to receive guidance from God about what the people of Israel are to do and how they are to live. Exodus chapter 33 verse 11 says, "Thus the Lord used to speak to Moses face to face, as one speaks to a friend." This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Now, this is an interesting text for a couple of reasons. One is that you may be familiar with the biblical understanding that no one can see God's face and live. In fact, what is very interesting is that understanding is found in Exodus chapter 33 verse 20, just 9 verses later, where God tells Moses, "You cannot see my face, for no one shall see me and live." So that is its own mystery and puzzle about how both of these things can be true. But the part of this verse that draws me in a particular way is in the second part of the verse, where it says that the Lord used to speak with Moses as one speaks to a friend. Now, that strikes me as a really important way for us to understand our lives of prayer. God wants to speak to you and to me in the way that friends speak with each other. Friends speak with each other regularly. They talk with each other easily and freely and naturally. They talk about the things that matter to both of them. They do not reserve their conversations only for very formal occasions where they are making formal requests and petitions. They talk regularly about what's going on in their daily lives. Friends talk about what they're feeling, what they're doing, and the daily decisions that they need to make. Some people can get the sense that prayer is something very formal, or that it's some burdensome duty that they're supposed to do, but that then they want to try to get it over with as quickly as they can. But at our best, we do not want to see our conversations with our friends like that, especially when it's one of our very closest friends. The idea that God wants to be our friend can be a kind of new idea for some of us. And of course, God is not exactly like other friends, for God is worthy of our worship in a way that our other friends are not. But it remains true that God wants to hang out with you. God wants to talk with you about the decisions that you're having to make. And one thing that we can practice as we're talking with God about the decisions and the choices that we're having to make is to imagine what God would say to us about those decisions. And over time, as we continue to pray and read and study the Bible, our capacity to imagine God's responses to us is going to strengthen and to be refined. God will speak to us in the midst of our daily lives. Growing our friendship with God is something for us to develop and enjoy over the whole rest of our lives. Friends, have a good rest of the week, and we'll see you soon.